yang akan kami selenggarakan pada hari ini adalah hari Sabtu tanggal 21 Oktober 2023. Dimohon kepada seluruh partisipan dan seluruh tamu undangan untuk bisa menonaktifkan handphone ataupun merubah ke dalam nada getar. Terima kasih karena acara akan kami laksanakan sebentar lagi. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to say welcome to the International Public Lecture and Memorandum of Understanding signing with Harambee University. I'm Iwan Darmawan, your MC for today. His Excellency Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia for Ethiopia, Djibouti and Africa Union, Ambassador Al-Busra Basnur. The Honorable VP for Postgraduate and International Relation, Harambee University, Dr. Bekele Sibru Arsedi. The Honorable Rector Universitas Merdeka Malang, Professor Dr. Anwar Sanusi, SE MSI. The Honorable Vice Rectors, Universitas Merdeka Malang. The Honorable Director of the Postgraduate Program and the Deans of the Faculties. The Honorable all guests and participants. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin with the agenda, I would like to introduce you to the agenda for today's event. First, opening. Second, singing the national anthem of Indonesia. Third, welcome remark from the Director of Postgraduate Program Universitas Merdeka Malang. Fourth, opening remark from the Rector of Universitas Merdeka Malang. Fifth, keynote remark from His Excellency Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia for Ethiopia, Djibouti and Africa Union. Sixth, international public lecture. 7, lunch break. 8, MoU signing. 9, closing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin the events with prayer. So our event today will be blessed and run successfully. Prayer begin. Thank you. The next agenda is singing Indonesian National Anthem, Indonesia Raya. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up. Thank you. Please have a seat. We are inviting the Director of the Postgraduate Program of Universitas Merdeka Malang to give her welcome remarks. Please welcome Professor Dr. Grahita Chandrarin, MSI, AKCA.
Thank you for the opportunity. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Rector of Universitas Merdeka Malang and all Vice Rectors, Honorable Chairmen of Universitas Merdeka Malang Foundation, Honorable Deans and Head of Faculties at Universitas Merdeka Malang, the distinguished guests, Ambassador Al-Busria Basnur, Ambassador of Republics of Indonesia for Ethiopia, Djibouti, and Africa Union, Dr. Bekele Sibru Arsedi, Vice President for Postgraduate and International Relationship, Harambee University, Ethiopia, all respected guests and participants of international public lecture, especially representative of STIKI Malang, PGRI Unikama Malang, STIE Malang Khususwara Malang, Universitas Hang Tua Surabaya, and Universitas Mercu Buana Yogyakarta. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say Alhamdulillah and praise the Almighty God who has given His angels blessing to all of us so that we all can participate in today's international public lecture. This international public lecture is initiated by both of postgraduate, Universitas Merdeka Malang, Indonesia, and Harambee University, Ethiopia. The general purpose of this event is to enhance global partnership in maximizing the role of universities to overcome the global challenges. And the specific purpose is to establish academic collaboration consists of education and teaching, research and community service between Harambee University and Universitas Merdeka Malang, STIKI Malang, PGRI Unikama Malang, SIE Malang Khususwara, and Universitas Hang Tua Surabaya and Universitas Mercu Buana Yogyakarta. Therefore, in addition to the international public lecture, there will also be a signing MoU today. It is important that such a scientific forum is conducted since it can be used as a place for scientists and researchers to share their ideas, thoughts, and research publication. By doing this, they have contributed solutions of the problem faced by community and nation, and events for the sake of humanity. That's why I truly hope that this MoU will be able to give contribution to the science enhancements on its field. On behalf of postgraduate school, I would like to say thank you and highly appreciate to all of the guests in this international public lecture. I also would like to say thank you to rectors and chairmen of Universitas Merdeka Malang Foundations who always support these kinds of scientific events. Next, my sincerely thanks go to all the guests for their active participation. Finally, thank you to all the committee members that have worked hard to make this event happen. Thank you very much. Wabillahi taufiq walhidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Professor Grahita. The next agenda is opening remarks. We would like to invite Director of Universitas Merdeka Malang. Please welcome Professor Dr. Anwar Sanusi, SE MSI.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, the Honorable Ambassador of Indonesia for Ethiopia, Bapak Al-Busara Basnur SH LLM, the respectable President for Postgraduate and International Relations Office, Harambee University, Dr. Bakili Sibru RCD. The leaders of partner universities and the structural official in Merdeka University of Malang, as well as the honors invitees. Praise to Almighty God, for we are given the opportunity to attend this event today is a safe and healthy manner. I would like to thank the Ambassador of Indonesia for Ethiopia, Bapak Al-Busara Basnur SH, and Dr. Bakili Sibru RCD, who have given their time to Merdeka University of Malang and are willing to share the knowledge as well as conduct MoU with several universities in Indonesia. We hope it will be beneficial to the advancement of our universities. Ladies and gentlemen, the rapid evaluation of global dynamic following the pandemic has created significant complexities in recent years and in the future. There are at least 4 major challenges that all countries must face. First, how do we compete globally by utilizing the potential of Indonesia of local wealth? Second, political tensions, increasing geopolitical tension, have led to significant change in the direction of major countries' economic policies, which have become more inward-looking. Third, there are ethnic digital technology involving rapid change in information technology benefits society, while also posing challenges in the form of massive labor saving. Fourth, climate change and policy responses. Climate change mitigation and adaptation policies implemented by development countries have also poses neighbor challenges. Facing these 4 challenges, universities play a strategic role in improving human resource quality, acting as a moral force in the realization of a democratic and civil society. That is all I have to say. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Professor Anwar. Now, we will invite His Excellency Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia for Ethiopia, Djibouti, and Africa Union to give keynote remarks. Please welcome His Excellency Ambassador Al-Busra Basnur.
Saya ulangi. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Saya melihat wajah-wajah yang luar biasa cerah pagi hari ini, dan saya yakin kecerahan itu menambah semangat saya dan sahabat saya, Dr. Bekele, untuk hadir bersama-sama kawan-kawan di sini. Honorable Profesor Dr. Anwar Sanusi, SA MSc, Rector of Universitas Merdeka Malang, Profesor Dr. Grahita Chandarin MSc, KCA, Director of Postgraduate University Merdeka Malang, Bapak Ketua Yayasan, kawan-kawan pimpinan, universitas yang sangat kita banggakan dan sangat kita cintai ini. Kawan-kawan saya yang datang dari berbagai tempat, dari kampus-kampus yang luar biasa hebat, berkumpul pada hari ini, pagi yang sangat baik ini. My dear friend, most of the time I call him as my brother, Dr. Bekele Shibru, President of Postgraduate on International Relations Office, Harambee University, Ethiopia. My dear friend, lecturers and students of Universitas Merdeka Malang, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to meet and to visit Universitas Merdeka Malang for the first time today. First of all, I would like to express my highest appreciation to Professor Dr. Anwar Sanusi and Universitas Merdeka Malang team for organizing such amazing international public lecture, or we call it international public lecture, followed by the MoU signing later on with the guest from Harambee University, Ethiopia, Dr. Bekele Shibru. As we all know, my dear friends, my young friends behind that, Indonesia and Ethiopia have a very long history, and its relation is one of the most important for Indonesia in Africa region. The close relationship between the two countries is reflected in the presence of the Ethiopian envoy as a delegate at the Asia-Africa Conference held in Bandung in 1955. I clearly remember that the date was 18 to 24 of April 1955. And the close cooperation between the two countries have grown and developed in many sectors until now, especially in education. The higher education relation between Indonesia and Ethiopia have connecting university, Universitas Merdeka Malang and Harambee University as a comprehensive partner in addressing the global challenges. I believe that with the signing of the MOUs, the two universities have brought potential in developing capacity and opening up opportunities for creating various collaboration, as we are now witness today by organizing the International Public Lecture. For your information, my dear colleagues, my young friends, the students, before I came to Ethiopia to start my duty as ambassador of Indonesia, there were only 1 or 2 MOU between Ethiopian university and Indonesian universities. The first MOU signed was in 2016 between Bahirdar Universities in Bahirdar City and Universitas 11 Maret, Surakarta, in 2016. I started my duty as ambassador in March 2019, and until now, we already have 25 MOUs. I've been there in Ethiopia almost 5 years. So can you imagine that in 2019, only about 1 or 2 MOUs between universities in Ethiopia and Indonesia, and now 25. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, 5 more MOUs signed today. It means that it's going to be 30 MOUs between universities in Indonesia and Ethiopia signed. So I believe that this is a great achievement. And with the Harambee University itself, this is going to become the 7th, right, Dr. Bekele? The 7th MOUs signed. 2 years ago, 2021, the the MoU signed between the university at the same times were 17 MoUs signed between universities in Ethiopia and also in Indonesia. My dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, Universitas Merdeka Malang and Harambee University are both a prominent private higher education in Indonesia and also in Ethiopia. They play a significant role to create and prepare the future generation of both countries in developing the capacity and capability of human resources. Through the programs presented at each university, the next generation of the two nations are prepared to face global challenges. Recently, on 30 September 2023, the Indonesian Embassy in Addis Ababa, in collaboration with the Harambee University in Ethiopia, has launched a book entitled Youth Empowerment for Societal Transformation. This book is a compilation of ideas and thoughts of academicians from Indonesia and Ethiopia, including authors from our beloved Universitas Merdeka Malang. I'm really proud of this. I'm really proud of it because three of our prominent writers from Universitas Merdeka Malang participated in this book publishing. There are Dr. Rudy Haryanto. Thank you, Bu Andini, because we always regularly contacted with Dr. Andini, and also Dr. Sunardi and Dr. Andini Rizvandini. So three prominent lecturers participated in this, I call it international publication. This is not the bilateral cooperation. This is not the campus publication. This is international publication. Why? Because this book is talking about the international issues, the very critical and crucial issues in the world. I don't want to publish the book only talking about the potential of Indonesia, potential of Ethiopia, opportunities and challenges of the cooperation between our two countries. No. Too small for the lecturers at this great Universitas Merdeka Malang to only talk about Indonesia, to talking only about Ethiopia. No, we have to talk and think globally. So this is one of the products that Embassy of Indonesia in Addis Ababa already published. And finally, I would like to thank to the Universitas Merdeka Malang for its extremely support, collaboration, and coordination so that we can organize this international public lecture. Allow me to talk just 1 or 2 minutes in Indonesian language, because I know that there are a lot of my young friends behind, and I'd like to give you some special word, motivation, and also as a reminder. Pak Rektor, izinkan saya bahasa Indonesia sebentar. Begini, Ibu, Bapak, kawan-kawan yang saya hormati. Selama ini kita mengenal Ethiopia itu tidak banyak. Yang banyak dikenal orang Ethiopia adalah kelaparan, kemiskinan. Itu terjadi pada tahun 1984-1986. Sehingga bagi kawan-kawan saya yang duduk di bagian depan ini yang masih muda-muda seperti saya, mungkin masih ingat lagunya Iwan Fals tentang Ethiopia. Tapi yang tua-tua di belakang mungkin nggak tahu itu barangkali. Lagu itu mencerminkan betapa menyedihkan Ethiopia pada saat itu. Apa yang terjadi sekarang, kawan-kawan? Ethiopia adalah salah satu negara yang pertumbuhan ekonominya tertinggi di Afrika. Tahun 2007 sampai 2017, pertumbuhan ekonomi Ethiopia itu rata-rata di atas 10%. Infrastruktur pembangunan ekonomi bertumbuh luar biasa. Jalan tolnya, ini bukan kata saya, setiap ada tamu datang ke Ethiopia, saya ajak berjalan kemana-mana berkunjung, jalan tolnya kok lebih bagus di sini daripada di Indonesia, Pak Dubes, kata tamu-tamu itu. Lalu industri berkembang luar biasa. Indonesia memiliki 6 perusahaan yang berinvestasi di Ethiopia sekarang ini. 6 perusahaan. Salah satunya yang tertua ya termasuk Indomie dan sabun B29. Ya. Di benua Afrika sendiri, investasi Indonesia, karena saya juga duta besar untuk African Union ya, African Union itu anggota negaranya 55. Jadi besar sekali dan markasnya ada di Addis Ababa di Ethiopia. Di Afrika sendiri, benua Afrika, terdapat 32 kira-kira perusahaan Indonesia yang berinvestasi di sana. Kita senangkan ya, di Ethiopia ada 6. Jangan senang dulu. Cina memiliki 1.800 perusahaan yang berinvestasi di sana. India ada 6 perusahaan yang berinvestasi di sana. Ini kita bukan bicara trading ya, ini investment, investasi. India 600, Turki 230 perusahaan, kita 6. Nah, begitu Ethiopia ini berkembang dengan cepat dan pesat, karena apa? Karena faktor SDM, human resources. Ya. Lalu kemudian kalau kita melihat penggunaan bahasa Inggris. Orang Ethiopia itu terutama anak-anak muda, bahasa Inggrisnya, saya dulu Pak Rektor 5 tahun Direktur Diplomasi Publik, sebelumnya saya Konsul Jenderal Republik Indonesia di Amerika, dan saya pernah di Roma, Italia 5 tahun di KBRI, jadi saya sudah 4 benua nih ceritanya. Saya sering masuk ke kampus-kampus, termasuk Indonesia. Saya sangat berat mengatakan bahwa bahasa Inggris anak-anak muda kita itu kalah daripada Ethiopia. Berat saya mengatakan itu. Tapi saya hanya bisa mengatakan bahasa Inggris anak-anak muda di Ethiopia itu luar biasa hebat. Self confidence-nya sangat tinggi. International networking-nya sangat tinggi. Right. Dari sisi ekonomi saya sudah sampaikan tadi. Dan diaspora Ethiopia yang ada di Amerika Serikat sekarang ini ada 2 juta orang. 2 juta orang. Not to mention di Amerika, di Eropa dan Timur Tengah, lebih banyak lagi. Ini salah satu faktor yang membuat Ethiopia itu secara ekonomi pembangunan meningkat. Mungkin Bapak Ibu pernah membaca statement dari Rektor IPB tentang ketahanan pangan. Walaupun kemudian dijelaskan bagaimana gitu ya, itu adalah Ethiopia lebih baik dari Indonesia ketahanan pangannya. Nomor 12 kalau nggak salah, please dicek lagi di Google ya. Nah, lalu perguruan tinggi memberikan perhatian yang sangat luar biasa kepada mahasiswa. Mahasiswanya nggak bayar itu, di perguruan tinggi negeri tidak bayar. Bayarnya nanti setelah selesai dapat kerja di Ethiopia. Saya semakin banyak cerita ini, semakin Pak Rektor semakin tergelitik untuk cepat-cepat datang berkunjung ke Ethiopia, menemui saya di sana dan kawan-kawan. Banyak yang bisa saya ceritakan, tapi ini saya bukan bintangnya sekarang ini, bintangnya itu adalah teman kita Pak Dr. Bekele ya, tapi saya harus sampaikan ini mengenai Ethiopia. Lalu apalagi banyak yang kita pelajari orang-orang Ethiopia ini, sistem antri, yang kecil-kecilnya dulu ya, sistem antri di jalan, tidak perlu ke Eropa, nggak perlu ke Amerika. Mereka sangat menghargai hak-hak orang lain. Pagi hari, sore hari itu bisa 150 meter orang antri untuk masuk, untuk naik kendaraan umum. Ethiopia adalah salah satu negara yang tahun 2016 apa 17 adalah the most religious people in the world. Itu Ethiopia. Ya. Betul, di tengah susahnya hidup mereka, di tengah perjuangan yang tidak mudah, di situ ada spirit perjuangan yang luar biasa. Right. Nah, kepada adik-adik saya, sahabat muda saya yang ada di hadir dalam ruangan ini, pesan saya adalah, betul kita sangat sepakat bahwa dalam menjalani, menempuh pendidikan di perguruan tinggi, kita menginginkan IP yang paling tinggi. 4. Kalau ada 5, kita capai itu 5 itu. Keinginan kita semuanya. Tidak hanya keinginan para teman-teman mahasiswa, tetapi juga keinginan pimpinan perguruan tinggi dan juga para dosen. IP tinggi, kita senang. Tapi kawan-kawan, ini terakhir ini, yang ingin saya sampaikan adalah bahwa IP yang tinggi itu tidak menjamin kawan-kawan sahabat muda menjadi orang yang sukses di dalam karir. Tidak menjamin. Senang boleh senang, tapi tantangan lebih banyak lagi, bahwa yang menjamin selain dari IP itu adalah emotional intelligence. 80% seorang karyawan, seorang pegawai, seorang profesional sukses di dalam menjalankan karirnya itu ditentukan oleh emotional intelligence. Hanya 20% prestasi-prestasi yang didapat di dalam selama perguruan tinggi. Apa itu emotional intelligence? Pasti banyak yang bertanya. Nanti Bapak, Ibu, pimpinan perguruan tinggi, dosen akan menjelaskan lebih baik lagi, atau kita akan bertemu di sesi berikutnya, kapan saya kesini lagi. Emotional intelligence itu adalah kemampuan seseorang untuk beradaptasi dengan lingkungan di mana dia bekerja. Dia bisa memahami perasaan orang lain, pikiran orang lain, dia juga bisa merasakan dirinya sendiri tentang kemampuannya, tentang kelemahannya. Itu yang dinamakan emotional intelligence. Silakan go to Google, 18%, 80 ya, 80 bukan 18, 80% the success of professionals, workers determined by emotional intelligence. 80, my dear friend, Dr. Bekele. Jadi kawan-kawan, jangan hanya mengejar IP tinggi, tetapi juga binalah emotional intelligence. Yang kedua, tadi yang kedua terakhir tuh, ini yang terakhir benaran, ya, adalah bahwa dalam sukses menjalankan tugas pekerjaan sangat diperlukan international connectivity. Apapun profesi adik-adik para pemuda nanti setelah selesai pendidikan di sini akan selalu berurusan berkaitan dengan international connectivity, international world, global world. Apakah itu petani? Misalnya di kampung, tetap. Karena harga-harga juga ditentukan oleh harga impor ekspor. Perkembangan regional yang terjadi di dunia. Contoh sekarang, dengan adanya konflik Palestina-Israel, berapa harga dolar sekarang? Nah, betul kan Mas? Berpengaruh. Nah, sehingga international connectivity itu sangat penting, dan untuk membangun international connectivity, kampus memainkan peranan yang sangat penting. Dan saya sangat senang sekali, sangat bangga, bahagia sekali Bapak Rektor dengan kawan-kawan dan tim. Saya mempelajari, mengikuti betapa Universitas Merdeka Malang ini sangat aktif untuk meningkatkan, mengembangkan international connectivity. Dan saya yang bertugas di Ethiopia, dan saya yakin para duta besar yang lain yang sedang bertugas di luar negeri saat ini sepenuhnya akan mendukung dan berada di pihak Universitas Merdeka Malang. Selain dari universitas sendiri, adik-adik sahabat muda mahasiswa juga harus aktif melakukan membangun international connectivity on their own way. Karena apa? Aktor public diplomacy ada dua. Pertama, government, yang kedua non-government. Kalau government udah jelas, saya nggak bicara itu. Yang kedua, non-government itu siapa? Academician, perguruan tinggi, mahasiswa, lecturers, businessmen, think tank, NGOs, name it, termasuk perorangan, bahwa kawan-kawan sahabat muda adalah aktor public diplomacy. Saya sering mengatakan dan bertanya kepada audiens mengenai betapa pentingnya peranan non-government actors di dalam diplomasi. Sekarang saya mau bertanya, kalau saya menyebut nama Itali, apa yang ada di dalam pikiran kita? Tiba-tiba, apa? Banyak sekali ya, betul. Ada pizza, ada pasta, ada Ferrari, Fiat masih ada nggak di sini? Nggak tahu. Dan macam-macam. Kalau saya menyebut Jepang, apa yang ada di dalam pikiran kawan-kawan dan anak muda di belakang? Oke. Saya setuju. Pak Rektor pasti juga setuju. Pertanyaan saya, dari siapa kawan-kawan itu mendapatkan informasi? Apakah dari duta besarnya? Apakah dari diplomatnya? Apakah dari menterinya? Perdana menterinya atau presidennya? Tidak. Pengusaha, dia buka restoran di sini. Mobil, dia buka dealer di sini. Apalagi, filmmaker, jangan lupa, itu adalah pemain non-government actors di dalam public diplomacy. Dan mulai sekarang saya mengharapkan adik-adik para mahasiswa dengan adanya gadget, social media yang luar biasa, do it now, don't wait tomorrow. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Ambassador Al-Busra Basnur. Now, the next agenda is a photo session. We invite the Ambassador Al-Busra Basnur. Please come forward. And then Dr. Bikili, Professor Anwar, Rektor Universitas Merdeka Malang, and Vice Rectors. And then Director of Postgraduate Universitas Merdeka Malang. Okay, and then please stay in front of Ambassador Al-Busra and Dr. Bikili. And the next, we have photo session with the Dean Faculty, and then Ketua Pengurus IEPTM, and then all the, the Chairman, Pak Pindo, Pak Harmono, Prof. Agus, Pak Boge, monggo. Ada lagi? Oh, Pak Rektor. Oke, kami undang kembali untuk Pak Rektor bisa foto bersama lagi. Okay, thank you very much. Well, our honorable guests and participants, we finally begin with our main section of today's event, which is the international public lecture entitled The Role of University in Addressing Global Challenge. And this session will be led by our moderator, Dr. Andini Reswandini. Give applause to our moderator.
Hello everyone, once again a very good afternoon. Greetings from Universitas Merdeka Malang. I hope all of you are doing well. My name is Andini Riswandini. I am your moderator for today's international public lecture. It is my pleasure to welcome the keynote speaker and the speaker of this international public lecture. His Excellency Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia for Ethiopia, Djibouti and African Union, Ambassador Al-Bushra Basnur, Dr. Bekele Sibru Arsedi, VP for Postgraduate and International Relations, Harambee University, Honorable Chairman of Universitas Merdeka Malang Foundation, Rector, Deans, lecturers, and the participants of this international public lecture. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally begin with the main session of today's event, International Public Lecture entitled The Role of Universities in Addressing Global Challenges. I am delighted to introduce our speaker, Dr. Bekele Sibru Arsedi. He is the Vice President for Postgraduate and International Relations at Harambee University. He holds a bachelor degree in accounting from Ethiopian Civil Service University, awarded in 1999. He earned his master's degree in management from Azusa Pacific University in California, USA, and completed his PhD in Human Resource Management at Andhra University in India. With over 25 years of teaching experience, he has supervised more than 100 MBA papers. His primary research interest is in the field of management and good governance. Without further ado, Dr. Bekele Sibru Adama, the time is yours.
Selamat siang. Actually, I prepared to say good morning in Indonesia, but the time a bit passed. It's okay. His Excellency Ambassador Al-Bushra Basnur, Ambassador to Indonesia, of Indonesia to Ethiopia, Djibouti, and the African Union, His Excellency Professor Dr. Anwar, Rector of Universitas Merdeka Malang, management of different departments, faculties, sister universities. It is my honor today here, being in a blessed land of Indonesia. Why I said blessed land? Indonesia is the most diverse and the most united. And this makes Indonesia the land of blessed. That is why I said the land of blessed Indonesia. This event became successful because of His Excellency Ambassador Al-Busra Basrur tireless effort. He works day and night for Indonesia. He sells Indonesia with good price always. He impressed the good picture, the best image of Indonesia in everywhere in Ethiopia's mind. Almost he knows Ethiopia more than me. I can't describe about Ethiopia equal to ambassador. He is really the real ambassador. So please applause for him. Next, management of Universitas Madraka Malang, Professor Dr. Anwar, for his right and true direction to create international connectivity with his management, and specifically Dr. Andini. There is 4-hour time difference between Ethiopia and Indonesia, but even so, when I write a message, nighttime, I got surprised. She immediately responded. Really, I disturbed her many times. I apologize for that. So now I will begin my presentation. The role of universities in addressing global challenges. This is really the timely and interesting topic. Next. Shortly about Harambee University. Simply 1 minute. Harambee University started in 2002 as just language training center. Then in 2005, grown into TTI, or Teacher Training Institute. Then in 2008, grown to college level with different faculties. In 2017, University College. In Ethiopia, there is progressive development to reach university. Then in 2020 onwards became university. And Harambee University is the only university in Ethiopia that offer online learning for master's program, converting the COVID problem into opportunity. Where COVID-19 makes many people at home, Harambee University reached those people at home, and we have a student from Saudi Arabia, even from Singapore, from India, about 8 countries from the globe. Of course, majority, 90% is from Ethiopia. So this is, in short, Harambee University. Next. These are the outline of my presentation. Next. So when we say university, university is a source of knowledge. It's not a source of problem. Where knowledge created, knowledge disseminated, knowledge solve problems. So there is responsibility on the shoulder of universities to see, to check, to conduct research, to address community problems. Next. So, in addressing global challenges, higher educations need to shape the future, need to guide the future. Especially, government needs to consult higher education. We have different faculties, different departments. So the potential mind is in universities. So this is the role that universities need to play. So whatever issue, cases, policies, we shouldn't sit idle and see. We are responsible to shape our future. Our future should be in the hand of universities. So government should consult universities. It's not about private, public university. We are all equally responsible. Next. So the global challenge totally, they are complex in nature and they are interconnected. There are many challenges. It's not limited to Indonesia or Ethiopia, Africa, Asia, America. It is interconnected and complex by nature. So it requires collaboration, network, connectivity. Next. We can raise poverty and inequality issue. When I say inequality, it is about opportunity. Is there equal opportunity for all in education, in resource? If you see South Africa, 80% of the resource is in the hand of 20% white, whereas the local 80% of black own only 20% of the resource. So there is no inequality. There is no equality. Equality should be there. Fairness should be there in all resource distribution. Of course, competition, being excellent is individual difference. That is true. But opportunity should be there for all. Next. Next. Yeah, climate change we can consider. Climate change is a global issue. Just to address this problem, we need to think globally and act locally, like Coca-Cola motto. Think globally, but act locally. When we drive from Surabaya up to Malang, I have seen so many green areas. That is really very interesting. That contribute for global climate. Positive. In Ethiopia, ambassador is a witness. Within 4 years, 25 billion, not million, billion seedlings planted with our current Prime Minister initiative. So that is to think globally, but act locally. Whenever we do our assignment at home, we are contributing for the global. Next. The other one is quality education. Quality education is a key. For quality education, quality input is important. For instance, if there is job vacancy, Indonesian airline, Indonesian banks, Indonesian universities, which one will be first preferred? I don't know about Indonesia, but Ethiopia, we first prefer airline. So the best mind will go to airline. Next, bank. Maybe the last to university. So if the best mind should not come to university, to education, how we can have the best output, the best outcome? So this scenario should be, we need to influence the government. Best mind should come to education because we are building human being, not a machine. So the best mind should come. Of course, the reward should be the balance. Next. Next is the same. Next. In university or any higher education, simply we can say who is the most important person. Of course, teachers, instructors, the backbone. A student, the core. Management, who guides, who says direction, vision, mission, strategy, is another key. And support staff. It's not about prioritization, but we all need to be interlinked. Next. The other global challenge is migration and refugees. This is common because of maybe war or economical issue, political issue. There are so many factors. Still, the main issue is the problem that we address at home is a key issue. And again, the receiving country closed the door not to accept, and these people remain in between sometimes, especially from Africa to Europe. It's almost brain drain. So this migration is in most cases forced. Sometimes job seeking like that, positive issue is there, then with a better mind, they may come and build their nation, that is positive, okay. Anyway, we need to work on home assignment. Next. Cybersecurity is another global issue that universities need to focus on. Recently, you remember the North Koreans, how much they hacked from the American banks. So this should be the issue that we need to address. How can we address, mitigate, overcome such type of challenges is our concern. Whatever problem at global level, we shouldn't sit idle. It is our issue because we are the source to generate knowledge or solve problems. Next. So what are the strategies to address such type of problems? Universities need to be change initiators. So change should emanate, should start, should spring out from university community. That is a key issue. Next. One is research and problem-solving mentality. When we consider any problem, we have to conduct research that we currently started jointly and the like. And problem-solving mentality should be there in universities. Then knowledge transfer. The knowledge emanated, developed here in Madraka Balang should come to Harambee, other African countries. Knowledge exchange. There are also indigenous, amazing knowledge in all societies. We need to capitalize that. Next. Innovation and entrepreneurship is very key. Innovation means creativity plus commercialization. There is a difference between creativity and innovation. Innovation has creativity plus commercialization. Entrepreneurship is utilizing opportunities, having a business for financial gain in this. Especially university instructors, we teach entrepreneurship. How many of us are example? We advise others to be rich. To what extent we are rich? Just I questioned myself. I also offer course entrepreneurship. And just to set as an example, I started a small supermarket. Not a big supermarket, but small supermarket. At least I have to explain from my business. One day, large volume of papaya dumped to my supermarket. My supplier dumped because it is already ready. For him, the solution is dumping to my shop. For me, it is a burden. My wife shouted at me, "Why you bring this all? Why you order?" "Madam, I didn't order. Just he brought this amount, there is a solution." What solution? Immediately what I did, I potentially communicate those higher level buyers by addressing to their interests. There is this amount of papaya in my shop, which is organic, very useful for heartache and gastric. There are many people with gastric, and everybody need to hear that. Then when I back to my home around 12 a.m., all the papaya is over. Why? Because I enter to their interest, not to my interest. If I say, my supplier dumped large volume of papaya to my shop, please help me. If I say, nobody will come, even my best friend. So entrepreneurship is very critical in creating, utilizing opportunities. Next. Next. The other one, policy advocacy. Government said policy many times. And we, especially professionals, blame. Especially in Africa, we did that. And instead of blaming, we can address the gap in a right way so that government rely on us. So many policies are there, education policy, foreign currency policy, whatever, agriculture policy. Then we have to contribute. That is how we can contribute to the global challenges. Next. The other one, global partnership. Of course, what we are doing now. There is no self-sufficient country. No self-sufficient, 100%. We need to collaborate. Especially this time, Indonesia and Ethiopia is the best relationship with Africa, even with the rest of Africa. And the relationship is trustworthy, mutual benefit. It's not like that of Americans or some Europeans. Next. The human capital development, another the way we address global challenges. This human capital, first we use like personnel management, then human resource management, now human capital management to give value or to consider human being is the most important asset, the capital that we develop, not a cost that we cut off. That is the word in most cases used by economists, and mainly to give value, to nurture, to develop the human capital so that we can address global challenges. Next. Community engagement is another important issue. We conduct research in the community. Some universities say we are in the community. The other universities say we are for the community. So many expressions are there. But mainly, any problem in the community should be our concern. We have human resource capital, human capital. So we have to work in team and address, whenever we address the nearest problem, we are addressing the global challenges. Next. Sustainability initiatives is the other critical issue in our curriculum, in our teaching system, in our project work, campus operations, need to be sustained. It should not be one time. Continuity should be very important. Sometimes, especially in our case, we do sometimes and again we return back. So continuity, sustainability should be the critical issue to address those challenges. Next. Global exchange programs are very important. I don't know, Madraka Malang University also may have. Last time, 20 Harambee University students are engaging in the cultural exchange and the language learning with Madraka, with Budi Luhur University. So this type of exchange needs to widen. We need to exchange values, norms, cultures, so that benefit the nation. So global exchange is very critical and important. Next. The other issue that is expected from university is open dialogue. Whatever issue, policy, from government, any topic, just with positive mind, we have a tool to prepare seminar, conference, workshop, so that potential mind may come and debate on issue. Finally, we select the best. So we shouldn't take a side and attack. Rather, we bring on board to the table for discussion. That is what university has a strong tool at hand. Next. Next, Lucia. Next. Initiate cause-based solution. This is very critical for universities. Cause-based solution means you may observe many wars within the nation, between two countries. If one attack the other, the one who attacked will not ask why. Why you thrown at me? Why? What to get? Finding the cause is very critical. Whenever some problem happen, even students, one semester, if you achieve low mark, why? Where is the problem lie? Everyone has unique potential, especially our conscious mind. Conscious and unconscious mind, especially if our unconscious mind recurred to achieve what we desire, we have amazing potential. We all, God gave us a special mind, unique mind. The only thing is to capitalize it. So what is the cause? You see our farmers, when they pick out weeds, they never cut off from the head. They pull out from the root. In that way, that weed will not plant again. So any solution, if action is taken on the effect, if one person make an error, if you attack because of that error, as university students, professionals, we have to ask why. Why this person did? Why this country act this way? When we question why, we can get answer. But if you take Mr. X, made this error, then beat him, act him, throw him, that is not a strategic decision. University scholars, we take a step back to find the real cause. When you take a medicine, first cause should be identified. That is for permanently get rid of that disease. So initiate cause-based solution for government. Government fight with position or whatever. What is the cause? If everybody work on cause, then solution will be permanently addressed. Next. Overall, universities are the source of education, knowledge, where research conducted, problems addressed, especially any research that we conduct needs to address or inclusive community engagement is very critical. If you did so, the global challenge is contributed by a university is not simple. It is highly significant. So we need to collaborate. We need to address global challenge. If one challenge is there somewhere, we have to consider this as our own and try to address it. Next, finally, I want to conclude my lecture with Benjamin Disraeli quote. He is a former British Prime Minister. He said that a university should be a place of light, of liberty, and of learning. This should be continued. Thank you very much.
Thank you for a very insightful presentation, Dr. Bekele, on the role of universities in addressing global challenges. Just now you mentioned there are 5 challenges that we are facing right now. It's poverty and inequality, climate change, education quality, migration and refugees, and also cybersecurity. But you also mentioned about how to overcome the global challenges, right? First, we need to become the agent of change, and also we need to maximize the role of universities by doing research and problem solving, knowledge transfer, and also you mentioned about innovation and entrepreneurship. Actually, the core value of our university, one of it is entrepreneurship. I think we can collaborate on that as well. And then policy advocacy, global partnership, human capital development, community engagement, and sustainable initiative. And you also joined us last month, right, in our International Sustainable Conference. It's actually our annual conference in sustainability held by the postgraduate program. Next year, we would like you to become our speaker, one of the speakers, right, Professor Grahita. She will invite you. Thank you. And also about the Global Exchange Program. You said you send 20 students to Budi Luhur. We welcome your students as well. Please send students to Universitas Merdeka Malang. And also other students from African Union as well, Mr. Ambassador, yes. Thank you. And I will take 2 questions from the audience. Do you have any questions for Dr. Bekele? Yes? Can someone give the mic? I have one more question as well from this side. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. My name is Krishna. I'm My background is a tourism actor, and I want to ask how to overcome climate change, especially in your country. Thank you.
The what?
Overcome climate change. In
The
your
emergence of?
climate change.
Oh, climate change.
in
Okay.
the-
How to overcome the climate change, especially in our country.
Yeah,
Okay. In
thank you.
Indonesia. And there is one more question. Let's take questions. One more question from this side. Just now. Yeah. Thank you. No. Yes.
Testing.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
First of all, I'd like to express my sincere appreciation for this event. This is, for me, this is the first ever the ambassador of Indonesia visit our university and promoting and encouraging us to forge the cordial cooperation. And actually our campus, Pak Duta Besar Pak Dubes, jadi kampus kita ini sebetulnya sudah juga menjalin kerjasama, forge cordial relationship with the Directorate General of Public Diplomacy. Annually, we take a part in what we call ministerial public report, and some of our students take a part in this event, though it is held online. So we watch the public report from our Minister Ibu Menlu. Okay, my question regarding the global challenge, first of all, about the poverty and equality. And our ambassador mentioned also that this is very crucial and important and the most pressing in the contemporary geopolitical. You see, I think for the person who, I think Mr. Sidhu, yeah, and for the person, for African, this figure is the most impressive one and the most, maybe he is a controversial one. He is the president or the head of state of the Burkina Faso. And I know, and he is the most youngest head of state ever in the world. His age is 35 and he take the office and he joined the BRIC. BRIC is alliance consisting of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And joined this alliance, and he says, and he promoted or he campaigned for anti-West colonialization atau anti-Western imperialism. He joined this, and what happened? What happened is there is a change in geopolitics atau international setting. In international, it means that the so-called Western, Europe, America superiority is challenged by BRIC, commanded by Russia and China, and Burkina Faso, and some of the African joined this. I think this step atau this event challenge the current atau the perpetuated superiority of America and Western, especially in the case of Burkina Faso is France. And Ibrahim Traoré, the figure I mean is Ibrahim Traoré. Ibrahim Traoré, I think he followed his predecessor. He is Thomas Sankara. Thomas Sankara is the most revolutionary anti-Western. And it also reminds us in Indonesia, this figure similar to Sukarno. Sukarno is the one who is anti-America, anti-Western. So I think, what do you think? For me, if we would like to address our poverty and inequality, I feel, I share similar view with those figures, the Ibrahim Traore and his predecessor Ibrahim Thomas Sankara. We have to challenge the superiority of Western and American superiority and join another alliance which is more respect to us and respect our sovereignty. I think that's, I'm not asking question, I just want to respond to this geopolitical challenge in Africa and international. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much. So it's actually not a question, he just sharing his thought. All right. Okay, next question please. Yes.
Thank you for extension. I want to ask you about how students can contribute directly to address global challenge. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Can I have your name, please?
My name is Zenia. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, is there any more questions? I'll take 3 questions. So far only 2. Yes, Pak Daniel, thank you. From Yogyakarta, yeah. He is coming all the way from Yogyakarta to sign the MoU. You should visit Yogyakarta next time. You're welcome.
Thank you. Can I just sit down? Can I just sit down?
No, please stand
Oh,
up.
okay. Thank you for the time.
Yeah.
Dr. Bekele, I'm interested to ask you, since you mentioned on your slide that Harambee University is very positive to support students in the entrepreneurship activity, which I think it is not easy, since I'm also teaching in entrepreneurship class, and I'm also doing my own business. Then in this, in the midst of this global challenge, as you mentioned, what is Harambee University, or what are Harambee University tips or strategies that you've been doing so far in order to empower entrepreneurship to students? In our context, in Indonesia, we are all, supporting our students to do their own business. But meanwhile, whenever these all things are, improved, then TikTok and social media are banned by the government, and so it's on the contrary. So when this happens to your country, then how will you overcome this? So I'm very optimistic that later, when we already sign our MoU, then we can also collaborate, and who knows that we can send our students to Harambee and the other way around. So thank you so much for the time.
Thank you very much. Okay. Can you please answer the question? The first question is about climate change issues in Indonesia. Actually, the background is right now in Malang we have like 34 degrees Celsius in the afternoon. It never happened before. Normally, the highest temperature in the afternoon is 30 or 31, and it is very cold in the morning. But right now you can feel like Malang is very hot, so we can feel the climate change. Even in Malang, like actually our city is quite far. I mean, from like Jakarta, a lot of cars there. So of course we can feel the pollution. But in Malang right now, we can feel the climate change. Please. One first, yeah, all also fine.
Thank you very much. Really, I do have respect for all questions raised and the comment or idea given from my brother there. The issue of climate change is really very critical, that every nation needs to think strategically about this very severe issue, because we are observing the climate change from time to time. Even the seasons are not where they are some 10 years or 15 years before. So what we can do? We have to do our home assignment. The best example that I've raised earlier, Ethiopia planted 25 billion seedlings. This is not an easy, and it's a record in the world. Previously, the record is in the hand of India. Now, we took the record. So, this requires government commitment. Unless we plant, we never get pure oxygen. The good thing that I have seen in Indonesia, Jakarta, and here, you don't have old cars. You don't have old cars. If you come to Ethiopia, majority are old cars. Maybe 50% or even more. Just second-hand cars from Dubai will be imported. That will totally affect the environment. So whenever we are planting positive thing, and again we are importing second-hand, just it will cancel each other. So we need to think over in all aspects, not only one. So basically, climate issue mainly related with forestation. Who deforests? It is ourselves. Now, we have to do with, as much as possible, exponential rate. It should be exponential. Everyone has responsibility to plant every year, 10, 20, 50, to the extent of our capability. The other issue, how students contribute to global challenges, is a very good question. Of course, this question raised from the concern she has to participate, to start. Global challenges are manifest, complex. So, starting from my home, the way I keep neatness, where should I drop dust, how I keep my area, my region, my city clean, has all impacts contributing to the global challenge. So, global challenge in education, of course, I have to share using my potential capability to achieve the best. Always the best. It is possible. The best thing is have a plan, be organized, avoid procrastination. The main thing that affect a student result is procrastination. So global challenge are not one-dimensional, it is multi-dimensional. By equipping myself and working with others in team, making collaboration with others, we can address starting from now. Entrepreneurship is very important issue. Harambee University, especially for urban disciplined farmers, we give entrepreneurship training. Not only simple training, we develop for them business plan, the way they utilize that money. Municipality will give money. If there is no proper management of that money, again, they may finish it and they become poor. So Harambee University will give every year for a number of training, and we have also received from municipality award. Municipality of Adama City gave us award for offering training for farmers and the youth who are ready to join different business. We offer training, And we have also supporting incubation centers for the sake of continuity. There is incubation center. In that incubation center, just we visit and we see the gap. If there is marketing problem, we try to link. If there is skill problem, we offer in such programs. We are aggressively working to support our micros and small scale, of course. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Bekele. Please give a round of applause. Okay. We only take one round of questions and answer because we will have the MoU signing. I believe everyone is quite hungry by now. So we'll sum up this session. Just now you mentioned about I will sum up from the last question. Strategy to empower entrepreneurship is by giving training and supporting using, giving the education center, giving access to the students to the education, and then for addressing the global challenges, right? It requires common commitment and also everyone contribution to responsible to preserve the environment. You can do as simple as planting a plant on your own. Maybe if you said about like 30 billion, it's the commitment by the government, but from us, yeah, we can do as simple as like one plant is fine, right? And then you can also contribute, as a student, you can contribute to become agent of change. You need to, number one, I also still do this, avoid procrastination. You cannot procrastinate, okay? Just do it if you have any assignment. Yes, just Ambassador. Please. Please.
Yeah. Sorry, my voice is clear enough. So in addition to, brother, yes. In addition to what Dr. Bekele mentioned about to plant trees, like we call it the Green Legacy Initiative from the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. So one thing, you mentioned about 25 million, right? 30 million. 25 billion, okay? 25 billion. And don't forget that Indonesian embassy in Addis Ababa, the only foreign embassy who planted 200 trees in the embassy's compounds. No other embassies. That's right. Yeah, I think you also the one who planted the tree, right? Yes. Even the Dr. Bekele also planted the trees in the embassy's compound. Almost 200 trees, new trees planted in the compound of the embassy, and the only foreign embassy in Addis Ababa, you know, initiated and had a program to plant the trees. Who planted the trees? 80% of them are young generation. Young generation. Because my strategic friends in Ethiopia is youth. G2G, yes, hubungan antar pemerintah itu mau tidak mau harus dilakukan. Dan suka tidak suka akan terjadi. But people-to-people contact, public diplomacy need a special effort. That's what I did. And some ministers also planted the trees in our embassy compound in Addis Ababa. The only embassy by my brother, Dr. Bekele.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. Yes. Okay. Thank you for the closing. I will close this session by saying let's all join hands together and playing our parts in overcome the global challenges. Thank you. And I will return to our MC, Mr. Iwan. Thank you. Please give a round of applause for our speaker today.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Andini and Dr. Bekele. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and then now the next agenda is give a book with Ambassador Al-Busra Basnur, and then joint author. And please to come forward, the Ambassador Al-Busra Basnur, and please to come forward, Rector Universitas Merdeka Malang, and then Dr. Sunardi and Dr. Andini, and then photo session with Dr. Bekele.
nggak apa-apa, udah biasa. Biar impromptu aja kalau lebih enak. Kawan-kawan, almost 5 years, hampir 5 tahun saya bertugas. Saya sudah menerbitkan 3 buku di Addis Ababa. Yang pertama adalah tentang kegiatan diplomasi yang saya lakukan. Judulnya adalah Ethiopia Do What to Do Ambassador. Ethiopia Do What to Do Ambassador. Ini sudah diterjemahkan dalam 3 bahasa. Aslinya sebetulnya bahasa Indonesia, tetapi diminta oleh Menteri Luar Negeri Ethiopia diterjemahkan ke dalam bahasa Inggris. Nah, inilah terjemah bahasa Inggris. Lalu setelah itu, Dr. Bekele and team from the Harambee University also asked my permission, right, to translate it into Oromo, bahasa Oromo, mayoritas di sana. Jadi itu 3 bahasa, ya. Ini saya nulis. Sebagai mantan wartawan, saya dulu wartawan, saya juga sekarang sebagai penulis sekarang. Kemudian, ini adalah buku Pak, The Quality Thinking. This is a book, a compilation of ideas and thought of Indonesian and Ethiopian academicians. This is the way I try to, I'm connecting lecturers, academicians from Indonesia and Ethiopia. Not only through Zoom meeting. If you are doing Zoom meeting, after 1-2 hours, everybody left, maybe not enough notes you got from that Zoom meeting. But this one, forever, until a doomsday. The quality thinking. Ini juga, this is also, we talk about the global issue. Not about Indonesia, not about Ethiopia and C. Lalu apalagi, ini di launch in May this year. The next book, just we launched about a month ago, Youth Empowerment. Ini ada penulisnya dari kampus kita yang tercinta. Inilah pokok-pokoknya. Ada, ya. Oh, oke, ya. Bu Rudi tidak hadir malam ini, ya. Nah, this is the latest book we published together with Harambee University. And the next round, the next book that we are going to publish about tourism. The title would be Tourism and Tourism for Global Connectivity and Economic Development. Is that correct? Yes. Right. So I'd like to invite not only Pak Rektor, I mean University Merdeka Malang as a co-publisher. So instead of only Harambee University and Indonesian Embassy, I will put this coming book, this coming book will include Universitas Merdeka Malang as a publisher. And with that, I also would like to invite one writer from Universitas Merdeka Malang for the next book about the tourism. I just talked with Pak Rektor that there is also the faculty in the tourism. And now, I'd like to give this book to my good friend. First, I think, to the author. Thank you. And also the author. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Yes. And to Pak Rektor, I give 3 books. because he's a big boss. My book about Ethiopia, Quality Thinking, and Youth Empowerment. In this book, I am the editor. Pak Rektor, what is it? Terima kasih. Yeah, sure. And then the rest, I want to bring back this book to Jakarta. Please put it on your library, so I think the student can read it. Yes, through Pak Rektor. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Terima kasih, Pak.
Thank you very much, and please have a seat.
30 seconds. I will begin. So many questions and impressions. Ethiopia is very hot country. Africa is very hot country. I got a lot of information about it. But, you know, Africa is very big continent. And Africa, Ethiopia is not only Africa. Ethiopia is not only Africa. And Africa is not only Ethiopia. Right? Very big continent. Jadi ada 3 perbedaan jam, zona time dari barat ke timur. 3 time zone. Afrika, Eastern Afrika, Afrika bagian timur, itu banyak gunung-gunung. 80% gunung-gunung di Afrika semuanya ada di Ethiopia. Addis Ababa is the city yang ketinggiannya adalah 2.400 meter dari permukaan laut. Dingin. Maximum temperature, back to the climate change. Maximum temperature is only 25-26 degrees Celsius. I'm not talking about Fahrenheit. 25-26 degrees Celsius only. Minimum during the night, during the rainy season, 7 degrees Celsius. 7 degrees Celsius. Very cold. And in Addis Ababa, we always, wearing jacket. If not, you will get a problem. Right? So, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia to the south, greening. Very fertile. But Ethiopia to the north, near to Sudan, near to Eritrea, that's a little bit hot. Not green either. Would you like to tell something about Ethiopia? Because basic knowledge, we are very poor about Ethiopia,
Yeah, Ethiopia, I think everybody knows that it is the home of humankind. The first man is from Ethiopia, losing 3.4 million. Globally, you can Google, it is archaeologically confirmed. So the first man is from Ethiopia, so you are all from Ethiopia. The first humankind, and again, many people know Ethiopia by running, Olympics. Globally, Ethiopia and Kenya compete, at least during the Olympic time, you remember. You see Olympic? Yes. Olympic time, it is Ethiopia and Kenya, and many people know Ethiopia by raising the name of those runners. Not only athletics, in terms of economic development, continuously developed 10%. Of course, I'm not addressing the no problem, especially the issue of power transfer. It's not like Indonesia, presidential, and peaceful. Till the current prime minister, we are going to see whether it is really going to make the election or not. In most cases, our history is through fight. One will fight through the other, and again another will fight through. That way, a bit affect and blackmail the image of the country. Otherwise, the environment, there is no extreme environment. Very cool, you don't agree, and extreme hot is not there. Almost average and ideal for life. Very ideal for life. This is also another good opportunity for Ethiopia. I think this much is it. Thank you.
Thank you. Dan satu lagi kawan-kawan, sahabat Nabi Muhammad hijrah sebelum ke Madinah, pertama kali hijrahnya itu adalah ke Ethiopia. Nama tempatnya Najesi. Jadi tempat hijrah sahabat-sahabat Nabi Muhammad adalah Ethiopia. Yang pertama, bukan Medina. Medina kedua. Saya tidak mau, I don't want to take any more your time. I'm very hungry. You also. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, the next session is the official signing of the Memorandum of Understanding and Memorandum of Agreement. Okay, before signing, I would like to invite you, the participant, silahkan bisa scan your barcode to attendance form. Okay. Well, we invite Dr. Bekele Sibru Arsedi to come forward to sign the Memorandum of Understanding, and Ambassador Al-Busra Basnur, would you please come forward to witness the MoU signing? And we invite each institution one by one. The first, Memorandum of Agreement, Postgraduate Program of Universitas Merdeka Malang. We invite Professor Dr. Grahita Chandrain MSI, AKCA, to sign the Memorandum of Agreement. And we invite Professor Dr. Anwar Sanusi, SEMSI, to come forward to be witness. Okay, followed by an exchange of gift and photo session. Oke, kemudian Profesor Dr. Anwar Sanusi to give a gift to Ambassador Al-Busra Basnur. Okay, thank you. Please have a seat, Professor Anwar and Professor Grahita. And please stay on in front of Ambassador Al-Busra. Next, please forward to come Rector Hang Tua University Surabaya or representative. And followed by an exchange of gift and photo session. Okay, thank you, and please stay in front of Dr. Bekele and Ambassador Albusra Basnur. Next, please forward to come Rector PGRI Universitas Kanjuruhan Malang or representative. And followed by an exchange of gift and photo session. Okay, thank you. Next, please forward to come Director of STIE Malang Kucet Suara Malang or representative. and followed by an exchange of gift. Okay, thank you. And next, please forward to come Director of Sticky Malang or representative. Okay, and followed by an exchange of gift. Thank you. And the last, please forward to come Rector of Universitas Mercu Buana or representative. Okay, followed by an exchange of gift. Well, once more, take a picture? No? Thank you. Okay, well, thank you very much. And then I hope you, I will invite all participants, and then all the participants, and then we take a picture. Let's go.
Once.
Okay.
1 minute. Just I want to take only 1 minute. This connectivity, this relationship became really effective because of the top management of Merdeka Malang University in coordinating other universities as well. And within this practice effort, one person is more prominent in just sacrificing time, sacrificing even sometimes sleeping time. So we have to recognize this special performance. For this, His Excellency Ambassador Al-Busra Basrur and His Excellency Professor Dr. Anwar will give this award for the person whom I call now. Please come to the stage. You jointly gave me the award for the person whom I call now. Whom do you try? Me. Very good try. Any more? Any more? You want to try? Okay. You should not take your time. Dr. Andini from Harambee University. You will wear and show us now. You can go over there and wear and show us now. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. What is it? The traditional?
Yeah. Here.
Let me just open my jacket. I think it's going to be very hot. Nanti aja. Oh, nggak dipakai ya? Oh ya. I will wear later. I think it's quite.
This is.
Okay. All right. Okay. I will wear later. I will show you. Don't worry.
This is for your neck.
Okay. Thank you.
This is for hand.
For hands. Okay. Very good. Thank you very much. I will wear later on. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, wow, very happy Dr. Andini for today. Get the traditional clothes from Ethiopia. Thank you. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, we have to take picture. Okay, the all audience. Okay, bagi mahasiswa. Okay, for rector, for professor, and then Dr. Bekele and the others photo session. But yeah, go to the back. Okay, the audience.
Yes, you can check.
Oke, bagi sayap kiri bisa geser masuk ke tengah ya, sayap kanan juga bisa, monggo. Untuk tamu undangan bisa paling depan, silahkan, enggak apa-apa. Yuk, dari universitas lainnya bisa di depan, mungkin agak rapat. Pak Sina. Agak rapat, 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 jadi rapat. More closer, more closer, more closer. Okay, your thumb. Okay. The good picture. It's okay. Okay, the other.
Very good moderator. You did well. Very good.
Oh ya, berikutnya take a picture with mahasiswa PMM. Dr. Bekele, Ambassador Busra Basnur, and Rector. Okay, well, thank you very much, and please have a seat. We want to closing this agenda. Well, finally, and then we have come to the end to the event. And then we would like to express our appreciation to all of the honorable guests and participants, the International Public Lecture and Memorandum of Understanding signed with Harambee University. I'm Iwan Darmawan, your MC for today. Thank you very much. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om, Santi Santi Om, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Good afternoon. Informasi untuk mahasiswa, untuk lunch break bisa berada di sebelah sisi kiri. Silahkan bagi partisipan, yaitu mahasiswa, bisa berada di sisi kiri.